So I've always paid attention to the conversion rates and win rates. And so we already had quite a bit of data in Salesforce already. And I wanted to keep the KPIs that we measure as simple as possible and just think about what does someone need to do every day to achieve the desired results or the quota or the expectation, whatever you want to call it. We played around with it quite a bit. So in the beginning, we set the weights. I think that's what you're asking about specifically, like how to decide what the weighted amount should be, what percentage should be attributed to each metric. And so we did a little bit of the cool thing about in Ambition is you can pick some. So if I go back to the scorecard real quick, you can pick some weights and then hit, I believe it's like view analytics or something like that. Yeah, there it is. So let me go back to account executive. And so you could just, you look at historical data and say, okay, what's the conversion rate on lead opportunity, and then what's the win rate on opportunities? And if it's 25% win rate, and you got to close, and you got to close 25 sales, then you need 100 opportunities. And so break that down into how many opportunities you need each day and put that in here. And then as far as the percent, the weight here, you can play around with the numbers. That's what I did. I just played around with it a bunch. And when you input them, you can hit the view analytics and you can see what people's historical score would be based on 30 days of data. So I set them as what I thought made sense. And then I watched it for the first month and I kind of tweaked it if it looked off. What I wanted at least 70% of the team to be hitting 100 every day with the historical conversion rates and win rates that made sense. So I hope that helps. I looked at, you need 10 demos a week to get 3 deals. So I'm going to say that you need 2 demos a day. And let's start by saying that's worth 30%. And then I broke down the calls and emails, looking at historical. And if they were doing all the things and their score was 100 or well above, then I said, okay, this is working. And if the entire team was above 100 and some of those people weren't putting in enough activity, then I kind of tweaked the percentages to make it, to get it to where it made more sense.